So thank you, Patrick. And it's fantastic to see your work and also the progress and the ambition and the scale. And I think Michael Porter, in his article that the students also read, looks at social entrepreneurs and says, look at them, how they innovate. So CEOs, you can also learn how to innovate for shared value, for creating solutions to these problems that we're facing. So what is it that you could share with students that are now tasked with doing exactly that, with creating shared value, with finding solutions to the problems the way that you are, from a specific company's perspective? What can you share with them? What works? What are some of the key insights that you can share from your own experience and maybe from the various people that you work with?
Yeah. So as you saw that I started my company because I wanted to see a change. And at that time, 2005, the model was, replicating that through subsidiaries. The way I've been doing that, and really looking at what are market failures. In reality, what I looked at was a market failure. I saw there is an avocado that is sold at 15 cents, and there is $2 that you pay as an end consumer. And I just asked the question, what's wrong here? And then I looked deeper, what is that market failure? And then I saw that there's just no support system. So I basically came and looked at how can we provide support for small-scale farmers that are living in a bubble, are detached from those markets. And then later, as I scaled that, the world has changed. And then I saw there are new technologies that become available that really can now tap into these markets in a much more in a much greater scale. And I've done this now as a social entrepreneur from in my own initiative. But the same can be done by large corporations. For example, if you just would imagine now Walmart or another big company would start applying, these innovative solutions, and would let's say Walmart would say, let's apply those principles also. Millions of people could benefit from that instantly, and same innovative solutions should be adapted and by other big corporations, because what we really have, I think, what is at the core of this is that, we have now the Sustainable Development Goals. That is a call to action for everybody. This means for corporates, for corporations, for NGOs, for universities, for you and me. And really that big companies embrace that and really look at what can they do to contribute to maintaining and protecting our planet.
Wonderful. And so, yes, there is this social entrepreneurial dimension to this and innovation that is possible. So students, you are on your way to rethinking a number of things that the companies could do. Patrick, you have rethought your own approach, as you have described. There are a number of ways that you can reinvent the business model, the product, the services, etc. What do you think is the easiest, and where would you start as a, let's say, a Walmart type of company?
So let me start by the student. Let me start from the student perspective. And, I was looking at what was the driver for me to go out, and really become a social entrepreneur. And for me, it was this wake-up call. It was this epiphany that I realized I want to do something else. And it was sort of for me to find out, what do I want to do in my life? What is my true passion? And it started there. And ever since, I never felt I was working. I was just doing what I'm supposed to do. And that's why, my message to students is really try to look at what is it that you're really passionate about? What is the world you want to live in? And what is it, and how can you put everything you learn here at the university, how can you put that into your daily life? Not that you go out and look for a job, but look, where can you be a contribution? And the very same is the very same view CEOs should take. CEOs of big corporations, they need to look at, they need to also realize the world is changing. The world has never been changed at the pace it is changing now. And it's only going to increase. And if I was a CEO, I would look at this again. It would take a fresh look. As I had many, many times, I had to take a fresh look. I would take a fresh look. If I was the CEO of one of these big corporations, what is my responsibility? How do I live up to that responsibility? And what do I need to do? And with whom do I need to collaborate? And that's also a big change. It's the collaboration. It is the co-creation. You know, this is, we share a responsibility for this planet. So we also need to co-create solutions for this planet.
Wonderful. And I think that's a message that resonates with students throughout the course. We've been talking about this alignment from individual to organizational to societal, and how when you have that alignment, that's when you are basically, as you're saying, Patrick, you are experiencing this high level of well-being, this sense of peace and calm, and you can work and contribute in very meaningful ways. Now, that's something that is an aspiration. And not everybody can have the benefit of this epiphany yet. And I think everybody, as you're saying, Patrick, has access to their values, to the question, what do I want to be part of? What can I contribute to? And so think about that, students, in what way this can drive your innovation in terms of product, services, etc., and just being like innovative in terms of how you are in the world, how you conduct business, how you conduct yourself. These are very highly philosophical and psychological ways of thinking about organizing, and yet they are globally relevant more relevant than ever. So thank you so much, Patrick, for being here with us and sharing these valuable insights, and congratulations to your work, and we're hoping to hear more from you. And
thank you.
Students,
my pleasure.
See this as an inspiration for your own work, not necessarily only for the assignment, but also in general. So thanks so much, Patrick.
Thank you.